There we are. I think everything's working right now. And it's awesome being here. First time doing this in studio for a long time, but I wanted to be here with all of you. I got to try new things. I got to do different things. I have to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be. And that includes speaking each and every day for all of you, trying to inspire more and more people to take those steps to transform their lives from broke, decrepit, and miserable to happy, healthy, and wealthy. Hey, Kinsey, thanks ever so much for coming on today. And like I say, I'm doing this every day, Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning. And I just take what the ether says to tell me, and I share it with all of you because I know at the end of the day, all life is energy. And as we take consistent, imperfect action, more and more stuff will happen for us when we trust the universe is going to give us the resources to do what we want each and every day to be happy and fulfill life's purposes. That's when the magic happens. And I love it. I'm enjoying, and I'm so happy to be here with each and every one of you for Coffee with Cam. And remember, greatness starts with the first sip. So, anyways, when I started this journey a long time ago, hey, I didn't know what I was going to do, didn't have any clue of what I was doing. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to start with the dancing monkey. And anybody that knows me knows how much I love the dancing monkey because it's just one of those things that gives me happiness. I want to show and inspire people that once you ditch the shame, ditch the guilt, you can create greatness in your own life. And really, what it's all about is creating greatness in your own life. And it doesn't matter what you are, where you've been, as long as you're doing what makes you happy in the moment. Because it doesn't matter what society dictates you should want. It doesn't matter what your friends, family, siblings, loved ones think you should want. It's what you want, what you desire that's going to make you happy. And that's what you need to do. And at the end of the day, the most important thing to me is living my best life. And I know I'm going to be controversial. I know I'm going to be polarizing. I know not everybody's going to want to hear what I say. But to achieve greatness, you have to be grateful for every situation you've ever had in life. Realize it was a building block to bring you to the here and now, where anything is possible going forward. And I've done things that have brought me to this point, some good, some bad, but each one of them was essential to bring me to this point where I can either shuck off my shirt and dance around like a monkey, or I can speak with all of you guys with confidence, hopefully, eventually becoming compelling and even more confident and a better speaker. At the end of the day, what really matters is doing what makes you happy and being happy. And when I speak, I know that I have done things, especially as an empath, I have done things that were ingrained to me as a child, like following the golden rule, doing unto others as I would have them do unto me. And what did that create in my life? Well, it created a people pleasing and martyrdom complex that I'm slowly working on. And up until now, I hadn't realized how big a part that played in my life. So going forward, I'm going to do unto others and do for others as resonates with my higher self. And what that means is that I'm no longer going to modify my behavior in order not to bring discomfort into other people's lives. Instead, what I'm going to do is I will bring them on camera, Kinsey, and thanks for being here today. I'm going to do what I can, the best way that I can, moving forward, inspiring other people. And if that brings discomfort to other people, at least they will see what I'm doing. They'll see the results. They'll see what the action is propelling in my life. And that will hopefully inspire them to take further action. It's not about giving a person a fish. It's about teaching them how to fish. It's about being true to yourself, not trying to please other people and then becoming all indignant and self-righteous when you don't get any response or any reciprocation because they're giving you exactly what you want. They are giving you the ability to fulfill your martyrdom complex, fulfill your life as a people pleaser. And when you chuck away what society wants, society's expectations, hey, Mallory, it's great to have you here with me today. Hope things are going great in Michigan and so happy to be here. Your fitness journey is going fantastic. I'm so happy with how inspiring you are and to see your audience growing. And that's all I'm doing right now is fucking around, finding out and figuring out what's going to happen in the next moment because that's all life is, series of moments. And I'm choosing to be happy, trying to learn new skills, trying to become better and better. And whether I speak for 5 minutes a day or an hour, 5 hours, doesn't really matter as long as I'm honing my ability, learning those skill sets. And that's what I'm on. That's the path that I'm on. I'm trying to make myself more physically fit. That's why I'm getting up, throwing on the weighted vest every morning, walking for 5 miles. Even when I've got arthritis flare-ups, I throw on my extra springs and go, go, go. And that's what I'm doing. I am trying to create greatness in myself and in so doing inspire others to achieve their greatness by doing what makes them happy. Not what society says should make them happy, not what their friends should make them happy. And that's really what it's all about. It's being true to yourself, figuring out what's going to make you happy and moving forward. And that's all I can do is channel the ether because at the end of the day, the universe is comprised entirely of energy. And whether you call that the Holy Spirit, whether you call it chi, whether you call it the universal energy field, whether you call it the ether, hey, if you're a Star Wars nerd, you might even call it the Force. And it really doesn't matter what you call, it's that all-encompassing energy that surrounds us. And we have access to it when we stop trying to convince other people to come around to our way of being. And we just put our faith in the universe, in that energy, and don't try to compete with other people. Just try to compete with yourself, making yourself a better version of yourself each and every day. And that's the race I'm with right now. That's whom I'm competing against and for. I'm competing to become a better version of myself each and every day. And I know that the universe will provide me with the resources as long as I show the universe that I'm willing to take that consistent, imperfect, inspired action. And that's what it's really all about. And I've never been happier in my entire life, even when I first started the 6 weeks to anything journey. And the reason for that is because I've got a totally new mindset. I'm not doing it to show other people up. I'm not doing it to try to compete with other people. I'm just trying to become a better version of myself. And as I continue to speak and hone my message, I'll become more conducive to everybody that's watching. And unfortunately, I've got a slow connection on Facebook right now, but hopefully people can hear me, hear what I'm doing, and feel the energy and the vibrations that's leveling up each and every day. And it's not just about me, it's about everybody else taking that action on what makes them happy. Like Mallory, what would you say would make you happy each and every day? What would keep you driving forward in your own best life to bring you happiness each and every day? And once you figure that out, move forward, carry on, do what's going to make you happy. It's not about email funnels and plans and programs. That stuff is all moot. For me, the most important thing is to inspire other people to take their greatness in hand and do what's best for them in the present moment. And as I keep pushing forward and I keep listening to other mentors, other people speak, I'm learning more about myself, learning more about language, learning more about the feelings that are inside of me. I'm speaking without polish. I'm speaking without bullet points. I'm speaking without any idea of what I'm going to say in the next given moment. And what I say might be controversial to some, And I'm okay with that because I'll let people's triggers be their guides because all I'm doing is getting away from the social norms. I'm shoving aside what how I acted, how people expect me to act, and I'm acting in alignment with myself. And as a people pleaser all of my life, it's been a really hard switch for me, but it's been essential to being able to do this, to say, fuck it, I'm going to try to inspire other people to look at their own happiness because the greatest people in the world aren't the ones that do what society says they should do. We don't have a holiday celebrating the guy that did exactly what he was supposed to do each and every day, worked hard, paid his taxes. No, we look at the trailblazers, the trendsetters, the ones that said, no, there's more. We don't have to live this way. There is another way. There's a better way. And I'm discovering that way right now. I've realized that doing what people think I should do is not going to bring me happiness. It's just going to bring me misery or righteous indignation when somebody's way of being isn't in alignment with my own. I've come to realize that each of us are on the same journey of evolution. And as we speak, as we think, as we act, knowing that nobody's way of being is superior or inferior to the way you're living your life, it creates a new switch going off in your mind. And people have treated me like shit, and I felt superior to them, and it filled my ego. And it's like, oh, look at me, look what I'm doing. It's crap. All that is fulfilling what you put out there. And my energy is more about being true to myself now. And it took me 46 years plus to figure that out, to figure out that the best way to live your life is doing what makes you happy each and every day, not having goals that are quantifiable, like, oh, I need $1 million in the bank. Oh, I need 1 million followers on YouTube. Then I'll be happy. No, I'm happy doing what I'm doing, learning a new skill, trying out different things, exercising more, living a different lifestyle, making different choices each and every day, trying new things, and living a life that's not condemning other people, living a life that's not condoning other people, just living a life that's true to me, doing what I know I need to do in order to become a better version of myself. And as life carries on and as life goes on, more and more people are going to come around to my way of thinking because I'm trusting in the universe and I'm not trying to control or manipulate or convince other people that my way of being is right. People are just going to naturally be connected with me because I'm living my true purpose and I'm showing people and inspiring people to live a better purpose. And as I speak, whether I speak for 5 minutes or 5 hours, I'm speaking to better myself and hopefully to inspire other people to take that step, to take those first steps, to know themselves, to know what they want in life, to know what's going to inspire them and keep them going towards their own happiness. Because if you spend your time worrying about whether you've got enough money in the bank, you're going to have ample opportunity to not have enough money in the bank and not have your bills paid and be worried about that and worried about what's going to happen next. Or you can trust that the universe is going to provide you with the resources to do what you love each and every day, as long as you don't worry about other people or trying to convince other people, trying to be the guru on the mountain, trying to condone, condemn, liberal, conservative, it doesn't matter. What matters is personal responsibility. You are responsible for your choices that you've made in life, and you have to take responsibility for that and be grateful for the fact that each one of those choices brought you here to the here and now where anything is possible going forward. And every interaction you've ever had in life has been a building block to this point. And each choice you've made has been a necessary choice to fulfill the life of the world. I'm not sure what bring them on camera means. So somebody's going to have to explain that to me, but I'm willing to do what is necessary in order to fulfill your guys' wishes because, like I say, there's going to be technical issues. It's the first time that I've tried this Facebook Live thing, so I'm not entirely sure what's all going on right at the moment. But at the end of the day, I'm going forward. I'm living my life. I'm trying to do what's best in the present moment to inspire others to their own greatness. And to me, that's what makes me happy. And whether it's going to be the greatest trip of my life or I'm going to come up with something different along the way, as long as I trust that the universe is going to provide me with the resources, it will. And I'm not going to judge anybody else for their choices, for what makes them happy. And I'm not going to be envious or jealous of people who have more than me or further ahead on the path. I'm just going to take inspiration from people that are further ahead than me, and going to try to help that future version of me instead of dragging people kicking and screaming to where I am from where I was 6 months ago. And as we keep on living our dream life, we keep on getting better and better. And that's all it is. It's about happiness. It's not about having a million followers on YouTube. It's not about having $1 million in the bank. It's about being true to yourself, being happy each and every day, and becoming a better version of yourself each and every day. And as I continue to be here, I hope you guys can feel my energy because I'm loving what I'm doing in the present moment. If anybody that's watching has any questions or comments, throw them in the chat. I'll try to keep attention to them because, it's hard for me to see. I don't know if you can see my pin or not, but I am legally blind, so I'm doing the best that I can. And hopefully you can hear what I'm saying if you can't see me. But I'm doing the best job that I can in the present moment. And I'm learning, trying new things, fucking around, finding out, dealing with a slow connection. And it's all good. What happens is I am going to keep riding the same message, like beating a dead horse. Find what makes you happy, do it every day. Don't worry about what other people expect you to act like. Don't worry about what society says should make you happy. Worry about what's true to you in the present moment. And as you focus on possibility, more possibilities will arise. I know within myself that I'm not even aware of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of 1% of the possibilities that are open to me or open to anybody. I firmly believe that somebody is going to be inspired in this world that's comprised entirely of energy, that they're going to sprout wings on their back and fly around my studio saying, "Thank you, Cam. Now I understand." And that's possible. Anything that you can imagine is possible. And it doesn't matter. We are energy. Matter doesn't matter. It's only a construct of our mind to try to make sense in our spiritual journey, in our growth, in our evolutionary process. And if you are worried about the environment, you're worried about the environment, and that's okay. If you think that carbon causes environmental change, that's okay. If you think that the sun creates the environmental problems, that's okay. Whatever you believe is equally valid. And it's not for me to judge anybody else for their beliefs because we are each on the same path trying to become better versions of ourselves and learn lessons. And I'm learning lessons each and every day. And I'm pushing forward through the fear, through the panic, through the resistance, just to try to become a better speaker and inspire more and more people. And that's why I dance around like a monkey. That's why I live my life the way I'm living it. And I'm okay with that. But I have lots of stuff to do today, guys. And thank you all for being here, watching. Spread the word. Live your happiness. Move forward, being the best version of you that you can be. And love life. Enjoy life. We have one life to live. And our body our soul, our mind are all in a symbiotic relationship. And as we learn to attune all three and become mindful of all three, that's when the growth can happen. So thank you so much, guys, for being here with me today. I love you all. Be back here again tomorrow. And again, I'll be talking about happiness. I'll be talking about possibility. And I'll be talking about how greatness starts with the first sip. Thanks a lot, guys. Have an awesome day.